Hey guys, happy Friday. So got awesome news this morning. My husband's gonna get off early today. So he's looking at about a half day, probably gonna be home around noon. So love when that happens. It's very, very rare. Typically he leaves before it gets light and he doesn't get home until after it's dark. So we love us an early day. But Mondays and Fridays are my deep cleaning days and Wednesdays. I try to do all of my deep cleaning during the week. Especially now that I stay at home, but even when I was working full-time, I always try to do my deep cleaning during the week, and that allows us to go have fun as a family on the weekend. Like, would you rather go to the ocean or the forest or scrub the floors? Obviously, we want to go have fun as a family, so I've always done the deep cleaning during the week and then just pick up as we go on the weekend. So I have deep cleaning today, and the hubby's getting home at noon. So I thought I'd make a little video of some quick tips on how to get your house scrubbed down for the weekend quickly, speed cleaning, whatever you want to call it. So I thought I'd just have you follow along and we'll get this house clean because it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It's been raining, we're in the forest, we have 2 dogs and a cat, and a 14-year-old, and a husband that has muddy work boots. So it's been raining cats and dogs here, and the floors are disgusting, and the counters are messy, and the bathrooms need to be scrubbed. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I'm washing bedding today as well, so just a busy day, and so I thought I'd give some tips. So tip number 1, 2, and 3. You're in a hurry, you need to get your house clean, and it's dirty. 1, 2, and 3. Start the dishwasher, start the washing machine, and make your bed. Why? Well, dishwasher and washing machine both take a long time, and they can take care of themselves while you're doing other things. So get them going. If you don't have a dishwasher, run yourself a sink of hot water, little dish soap in it, throw everybody in there, and walk away. Leave it there for a little bit. You'll come back to it, and everything's gonna be a lot easier to wash instead of trying to scrub and spending all that time scrubbing. So I am lucky enough to have a dishwasher, so my dishwasher is running. I'm sure it sounds loud. Dishwasher's running, the washing machine is running, and I've made my bed. Well, why would you make your bed? That doesn't save you any time. True. However, that's where all the laundry is gonna go. So throughout this whole morning, as I'm doing different chores, I'm switching laundry. Every time it's done, throw in another load. Keep it going, keep it going. Everybody goes on the bed. Then, when you're done with your laundry for the day, or hopefully completely done with your laundry, because I tend to do a load a day, so the only time I have several loads is when I'm doing bedding. When you go to fold the laundry, you can put a show on and sit there and watch your show and fold the laundry. It's kind of a nice little break. So come along and let's get this house clean. Welcome to the bathroom. Okay, so the dishwasher and laundry are going. I've made the bed. I forgot to mention lay out whatever you're gonna make for dinner. Luckily for me, my husband said since he's getting home early, he'll cook on the grill. So I'm taking full advantage, and I laid out a tri-tip, chicken breast, and brats. So we'll have meat for tomorrow too, maybe even Sunday, we'll see. So taking advantage of that. Next step, and this might not be a step for you, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I feel more productive when I get ready. So obviously I got dressed because I had to get the chickens up, but this I need to do something about. So I'm going to get some paint on the old barn, and then we'll get back to cleaning. Okay, now that I feel more put together, it's time for me to clean the bathrooms. I usually just start in here because I'm already in here getting ready. Might as well get her scrubbed down and out of the way. Nobody likes cleaning bathrooms. It's better just to get it done first, and then you can move on to easier chores. You guys, I started to make a video of myself cleaning the bathroom to show you how I do it. That's not flattering. If you think all the positions you get yourself into when you're scrubbing your tub and your toilet, no one wants to see that. So instead, let me give you some tips. Tip number 1, if you have clutter all along your tub or your shower, well, I guess not if you have a glass shower door, but if you have clutter, get yourself one of these shower curtains that has mesh pockets in it. I didn't even know that they existed until one day I was on Amazon looking for bathroom storage. These things are fantastic. Everything fits in there, keeps it off the ledge of the tub, makes it easier to clean, all the things. So get yourself one of those. If you don't keep a kitchen dish brush full of Dawn dish soap in your bathroom, you should ask yourself what you're doing with your life. This thing is fantastic. I use it to scrub the tub, the walls of the tile if they're getting gross. You can use any kind of cleaner with it, and it just is a great scrubber, and I just keep it right here in the shower curtain, so I've got it quick and easy when I need it. Another tip is start from the top, work your way down. There's no sense cleaning the floor and then knocking the dust down onto the floor as you're cleaning. And the last tip, no, not the last tip. Another tip is when you're done cleaning, restock. Check your toilet paper. Bring new toilet paper in if you're getting low. Always keep a roll of trash bags in your trash can so you can just pull the trash and put a new liner in right away. And the last tip is it is perfectly okay to use paper towels or cleaning rags from the tub or the sink on the toilet, but the opposite is never true. So I don't care what anyone's ever told you. If it's touched your toilet, that's the last thing it can clean until it's washed, or if it's disposable, throw it out. If you've just wiped your mirrors or your sink, totally fine to use it on the toilet. The only caution is if you've used Windex, you can't use a Windex cloth with bleach because it can create gases that can make you very sick. So be careful of that, but otherwise I always wipe down my sink and my tub and then use those rags to clean the toilet and the floors. But the toilet always has to be the last thing you clean. Okay? Okay. Downside that I found to piling your clean laundry on your bed is sometimes you get a dirty puppy on your laundry. So if that's a problem for you, kick him outside. He's so cute, I just couldn't. Huh, you're just so cute. So now we're upstairs cleaning my son's bathroom, which is also our guest bathroom. I always keep an extra set of cleaners in each bathroom because it just makes it a little bit easier. Plus, when he's in here and he wants to clean up, he's got the stuff right there handy. The exception to that rule is when we had tiny kids and we were childproofing still, I would just take a caddy from room to room. That wasn't convenient. It was just more so to protect the kids and keep everything childproof. I know none of us allow our children to play in the bathroom, but let's face it, it happens. So if you have tiny kids, keep it under lock and key or keep it put up high. But now that we only have one at home and he's 14, I keep extra cleaners in the bathroom. And since this is my guest bathroom as well, I always have extra toothbrushes, razors, shampoo, conditioner, all the things so that when I have company, I don't have to scatter around trying to make sure I have stuff. I just keep spares in the spare bathroom. When you only have one 14-year-old boy that uses it, it's not like he uses the drawers much. So my drawers have extras, and so that's always handy for guests. So now we're in my son's room, and he really keeps it pretty tidy, especially for a 14-year-old boy. I mean, I'm not mad about this room. He could probably stand to run a dust cloth over the surfaces and sweep the floor, but in all, I'm not complaining. I do change his bed for him once a week, not because he needs me to, but I'm home all day. So I don't mind doing it. When I worked full-time, all my kids did their own bedding as soon as they were probably 12 years old, and they do fine with it. So if you don't have time to go into your teenage kid's room and change their bedding, then let them do it. No big deal. I have a pro tip. Nobody likes to fold fitted sheets. Guess how you get around that? Throw them in the wash first thing, wash them, and put them back on the same bed. Then you don't have to have as many sets of sheets. 2 is sufficient. And you don't have to fold fitted sheets because you're putting them back on the bed. So that's what I do. I did get some Caldrea spray. I have that sea salt neroli downstairs, and I love it, love it. It smells amazing. But for his room, I got he has a reactive airway, so I got him the lavender cedar leaf, and it doesn't bother him at all. I'm not a big fan of lavender, but it smells all right. So I'm gonna go around and get some spritzes of the lavender cedar leaf and freshen up this room, and I'll be done in here. Just made the bed, Grabbed a couple water bottles, spray some spray, and done. Can't complain about that. Okay, now I'm ready to clean the kitchen and the living room. I clean the kitchen every day, so there's not a lot to do. And then the living room, just gonna wipe down surfaces, pick up any trash or puppy toys, and sweep and mop. So a couple of things that I'll be using. I think this is Norwex dusting mitt, as well as the Method wood polish, and then Mrs. Meyer's spray, and just a plain old e-cloth, kitchen cloth. The Mrs. Meyer's spray, if I'm being honest, I've used that on the wood and everything. The only thing is, don't leave it sit on your wood. Spray and wipe right off, but it hasn't ever hurt the wood in my house. So I'm gonna do that, and I will, as I wipe the counters off, you can't see the fridge over here, but I'll just open the fridge and kind of wipe it out. I clean it every month when I do my big Costco shopping, so it's pretty clean, but I just wipe it out in case any kind of milk or anything got spilled in there through the week. I do have glass stovetop cleaner, but since I keep it wiped down every day, just this little scrubby thing will get any little stuck on your e-cloth, and then just wipe her away. It's another tip, I suppose, if you take a few minutes each day and wipe everything down, it is so much faster when you do your deep cleaning days. And then just wipe that little fridge. And this is not dusting day. We're not getting that deep in our cleaning. This is just wiping down like the coffee table, the end tables, and picking up and then scrubbing the floors. So on dusting day, obviously dust before you do the floors so that way you knock all the dirt down. But I'm not a fan of dusting, so today's not dusting day. So back when my kids were tiny, I would take a laundry basket around with me when I did this part of the cleaning, and it would just be a white empty laundry basket. And as I was cleaning, because you know, when your kids are tiny, they end up leaving their stuff everywhere. So as I was cleaning, I would just throw things that didn't belong into the hamper, and then when I'd go to the next room, once I got to wherever those items belonged, I just put them where they went. It saves a lot of back and forth, and it actually cuts down on time more than what you realize. But now my baby's 14, so aside from the random blanket, I don't have a lot of extra stuff to pick up anymore. I don't know if you can see it. We're softy people. So over here is a basket by the fireplace. And I always keep our blankets rolled up in there. It gets pretty chilly here in Northern California in the evenings. So I just keep a basket of soft blankets by the fire, and then we can use them whenever. And probably once every week or so, depending on if we've had company or not, I will go through and wash them. So now I'm going to sweep and mop the Pergo and vacuum the carpets. At this point, if you have pets, it's time to kick them outside, or put them in a different room, whatever, to give your floors a chance to dry. Doesn't take too long now that there's no kids at home, so I should be done and ready to fold laundry and watch TV probably in the next 20 minutes. It's time to mop the floors. For anyone that's counting, that means as soon as I finish mopping the floors, I'll need to unload the dishwasher and fold laundry and put it away, and I'm done for the day. So while I mop, let's talk about my favorite mop. And is that weird? Is it weird to have a favorite mop? Before I tell you about that, I change it up. Sometimes I put cleaner in the mop bucket. Sometimes I use the Method Squirt and Mop. Today I'm using Method Squirt and Mop. So let me tell you about my favorite mop. She's beautiful, beautiful. She's inexpensive, less than $40 on Amazon, and super cool. So you can put your cleaning solution in here or just hot water. Today I just have hot water. It comes with a spinny bucket and a pedal. You hold your handle loosely and spin the water out of your mop head. That's awesome for Pergo floors because you don't want to saturate your Pergos. Otherwise the water gets underneath and makes them bubble. So just squirt some of your Method cleaner and start mopping. So can I tell you what else I love about this mop? Little pro tip, little secret. So it's got replaceable mop heads as well as washable. You can wash your mop head or you can have extra. Buy a second mop head. Let me tell you why. You take this into your bathroom. You can clean your walls. You can clean the shower stall. You can clean my sliding glass door where the puppy jumps on it all the time. I sure do. I put a little rubbing alcohol in my mop water and I just scrub the sliding glass door with this. It's not perfect streak free, but good enough because he's just gonna jump on it again in 5 minutes. So I love, love, love this. It's collapsible, so it shrinks down when you're done using it, and it does a really good job on my floors. Since the dogs are always running around in here, I can rinse it as often as I need to and get all the dirt up off the floors, so I love it. So I'm gonna use my pretty mop and scrub these floors, and then I'm gonna fold the laundry. So my house is clean. It smells so good in here. I'm ready for the weekend. So now all I have to do is just pick up as we go and we can do whatever we want. I don't have to worry about cleaning the house. So it did take me about 4 hours, but we're talking about deep cleaning. So basically the whole house is clean with the exception of dusting. So maybe it would be 5 hours if I would have dusted, but I'm not gonna today. So yeah, everything's clean. I thought that when I do let the dogs back in, because you have to kick them out to do your floors, I'm gonna wipe their feet down so that it actually looks clean when my husband gets home, because it takes one puppy running through with muddy paws and you can't tell you did anything anyhow. And while I'm out there, I think I'll trim their toenails because why not? I got extra time. I'm done early. So anyway, you guys have a great day and I'll talk to you next time. Okay, I love you, goodbye.